my U.S. Navy F-4 Phantom replacement is here. So it just came like 2 minutes ago. Just looking for the original one. Here it is. So the original one that I got was this. It's a bit all beat up and stuff. Paint sort of peeling off here. I put glued on there to make it look like it's got a gun because it has F4E on it. Well, at least that's what the model is. And I painted this bit black back here to make it kind of look like the Royal Navy F4. It's just a Tomcat falling off the carrier. But yeah, the thing about, for fuck's sake, they won't just stay on the fucking carrier. It doesn't have any like wheel holders like the like that one setup that I have. But what can you do? But you know, yeah. So that's that one. So, and this one is new in the box, but for some reason it looks like it has been opened. And what do you know? There's some Scotch tape right there. Back of the box, we've got, so the other F-14 and the A-10 came in the box, so it's the same as those ones. Royal Air Force Tornado, FedEx A300, Lufthansa A300 F4, which is this one, Thunderbirds F-16, American Airlines 767. I'm going to make a joke about that one, but I'm not going to because I know people will go after me. Finnish MiG-21, American A-10, prototype F-14, rescue helicopters, similar to that one. Continental DC-10, which I'd like to get my hands on, and a NASA SR-71 Blackbird. So I'm going to open it, which it was very easy to open because it has already been opened. Which one? It says new in box. I expect it to not be opened. So that goes in my recycling bag. First off, it's nice. It looks new. It's amazing. Wheels spin well. It's got a bit of a wobble to it, but whatever. And this is what it was look like new. This is like heavily used. And this is where the mechanics would stand because it's sort of like a grip tape, like on your skateboard or something like that. And what I didn't notice is that the gray is a bit different shades here. Because this gray is like the fuselage gray, and then that's the exhaust pipes, which I think is pretty cool. Like I said in the previous video where I was talking about real Phantoms, is that this one is from the Vietnam War, from an actual fighter ace. Willie Driscoll and Duke Cunningham. They flew around in Vietnam, and then they shot down a couple MiGs, and then they got the ace status in this thing. It's an F-4J, as you probably remember from the previous videos that I talked about it in. Yeah, it's a beautiful jet, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Marine Corps one off of the carrier. I'm going to put this one on there. There we are. There we go. What I have here is the Desert Camo Tomcat. So, yeah, there goes the helicopter. Yeah, see, he'd pop right in there. Except the Phantom keeps falling off because it's tail heavy and it's not exactly ergonomically friendly. So I'm trying to get the older Matchbox carrier, because this one's the one that came out with the second Top Gun movie. Because when I was little, my parents never got me the older aircraft carrier, so I'm like, okay, might as well get this one, and then let's get the older one later on. But yeah, all it is just Cold War fighters, Tomcats, Phantoms, and I'm not sure if I should put this guy on the carrier, but because it's in dwarf carrier right now, it's dwarf carrier. And then if I just angle this guy up a little bit, if I do this guy, unlock, and then we're gonna just slowly bring this guy out, lock it, and now we can have few more Phantoms on board. But then there's no room for the helicopter right there. Because then it's like rotor's hitting the tower, and if not, just barely missing the Phantom. So, and then there's of course those holes where the see, and then that's another thing. So if you put too much weight on this elevator, it'll collapse. And that's a big chunk of flight deck gone. But this goes into these little circles there. But see what happened? 2 Phantoms and 2 F4s on that elevator made it collapse. Like, watch. It takes a bit of force, but once you get the right amount of weight on it, it'll just fall. So like if I even just do 1 Tomcat, 2 Tomcat, like even then it's starting to go down. Let's say I add another Phantom, and then another Phantom. See? And it just falls. Even though I stacked them on top of each other, it's still a good example to show you as to why. But if it's like 1 Phantom, 2 Phantom. But if it's like, because like the thing is that it does this, it wobbles. So that's one thing I don't like about it. So yeah, it's either the full-on carrier, but with the elevator being weird, or dwarf carrier status, which means, let's just reset this up. So let's make sure everyone else is not doing a Harry Truman. Unlock, and push the back in, and then lock it up. And then we do this guy. Oh, that's being a bit weird. And then this guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, and then see here it would normally collapse, but the other half of the flight deck is underneath. And what else is under there? Nothing but some Dynaflights. I'm trying to get a new S3 Viking because the canopy fucked up on me. So I'm trying to get a new Viking, new Dynaflight Viking, because it's an integral part, because A, it's an anti-submarine aircraft, and B, it can refuel other naval aircraft in flight. But I mean, I could put this guy here. That gets rid of the. See, that's another reason why I don't like pressing on certain spots of the carrier. So right now I just have it set up on this foam runway where it's a bit thin. Because if I put this guy here, and this guy here, and then this guy here, this guy has very little room for error. So that's the Phantom. And then if I do, let's use Black Aces here for a second. I mean, I guess that could work. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, but then the rotors would interfere with the flight path. But I don't know. I don't know if I should put 4 Phantoms on there or just leave it as 3. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that Phantom, or the other Royal Navy Phantom. I might just like when I get my new federal job, which I'm not gonna divulge anything other than that it's federal. Probably just put them on my desk or something, or just I don't know. But yeah. See, if this rotates, it has to go up to avoid the Tomcat. And it could sit like that as a resting position, or it could sit like that. But I don't know. Put it down in the comments if you want full carrier or dwarf carrier, which is this one. Which is the default setting that I usually have. Dwarf carrier, which is that, or full carrier, which is unlatching and pulling the whole thing out. But then you've got the elevator doing weird shit. So comment down below what you'd like to see for a carrier setup. Because right now it's just 3 Phantoms, because there's 1 there, 2 there, 2 Tomcats, and a helicopter. And also where the missiles should go, there or over here, where this helicopter is. Because before I had the helicopter parked over there, like that. But now it's over here like this. So comment down below which one you'd like to see the most. I'll give it a couple weeks and then just let me know. I mean, I could put this Phantom here on the catapult ready to go for intercepting or close air, but comment down below what you'd like to see. That's about it. See ya.